Boy, I tell you, I was over getting coffee, and I was listening to the commercials, and I come out of the bathroom, and of course I'm still hearing commercials, and a new commercial had just started as I crossed the courtyard here, so I'm figuring I'm back in plenty of time. Come in here, and Cheney's got a gun in his hand, so I'm like, oh, great, how much dead air? Because I figured you guys were waiting for me, the backwith came on, and, you know.
We elected to fire up
You figured, like, per usual, I'd come sprinting around the corner.
Any second.
Yeah, within 5 seconds of, disaster land. But instead, it's made it all the way, halfway through a Looney Tune. It is so confusing. We've got 3 radio stations here, and you never know what signal is on. In the bathroom...
there's a new station on every 5 seconds as you walk across and then through the kitchen and...
Well, unfortunately, there's some people
through
here...
the peach pit.
That it's very important to them that their station be on in all, in as many rooms as possible. So if they walk into the room, even though they're not on the air, and it makes no difference, they'll just switch it to their station.
Yep. That's what it is.
To be honest, I don't even know where you change the
I don't
station.
either. That's what I was going to say. Every once in a while, I'll run into one of those locations and I'll switch it, but
I didn't realize
it doesn't matter. Somebody switches it right back anyway.
I didn't realize that you got ratings from within the building, from listenership within the building.
Must be.
I wasn't aware that Arbitron was measuring the building itself. What's that?
You mentioned too that the delay is so much longer now.
I know.
It was 8 seconds. You knew you were only 8 seconds behind.
Yeah, that's what's really damning.
And you're 20 or 25 seconds behind.
Yeah.
You've literally got 15 seconds.
Yeah, you're really in trouble.
Yeah.
So, sorry about that. Really screwed up. In fact, I heard Doug's commercial, and then there was... I'm trying to remember. There was one on satellite radio, it was talking about satellite radio versus free radio. And, with Howard going over there was so much buzz, and I never, in the end, did figure out how many subscriptions they got from him leaving. Does anyone have any idea? I mean, I heard different numbers. And I don't know how...
Who the hell is he?
I know I'm sure he got some of his hardcore listeners went over there, probably quite a few. But that deal was so big, not to mention the other issues they have over there, because that technology and all the... have you seen the studios that they built for all the people that have shows over there?
Yep.
Unbelievable. It's like they spared no expense. And I kept thinking when I saw... Let's see, because almost any celebrity who's ever wanted to have a radio show has a radio show now, either on Sirius or XM.
Always, yeah.
And they were walking by some studio. These celebrities were kind of all kibitzing with each other and saying hi. The ones going from studio to studio, and they were in someone's studio. I can't think of who it was. It was like Linda Blair or someone. It's just funny.
Linda Blair.
Do you remember talking to her and her talking about how she wanted to have a radio show?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was about 7 or 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Who would think that she might land one on satellite radio?
Yeah.
I mean, it would be only fitting.
Yeah, but they'd give her $100. They throw the big money at, Howard, Oprah, $55 million, Martha.
That Oprah deal, by the way.
God.
That Martha deal is going to be a big disaster.
You saw the articles about Sirius Radio and about XM. They are both in such financial trouble. It's unbelievable. The startup costs are so huge, and they were in the red anyway. And then the cost to add a subscriber is so much money that, it's incredible. Then, of course, that big gun quit. Was it at XM, I think? One of those one of the high-ranking guys, which really turned everything upside down. And, of course, what they say, what's around the corner that's going to throw satellite a curveball is this wireless internet. For example, like our show's on the internet.
Yeah.
And that wireless technology is going to be right in your car in no time. It's right around the corner.
Well,
and all of a sudden, everybody will be, their streaming shows will be picked up instantly. Although... that doesn't mean that you have license to swear up a storm and all that sort of thing that satellite gives you. whether that's making a difference to anybody or not, I don't really think it is. I don't know. I really don't hear one way or the other from anybody.
I don't think the swearing is such a big issue.
I don't think it is. I think it's whatever novelty that it is. I think probably wears out pretty quick.
Well, I'm just not dying to swear on the radio.
I'm not either.
It doesn't really do that much for me.
It can enhance things. Like Larry Sanders used to be funny. There's some things where an F word or an S word really fits.
Well, yeah, a couple days ago, there was something...
If you just say it to say it.
Trudy was doing a story that was absolute BS.
Yeah.
And needed the BS word.
Yeah, absolutely. There's times when you just need to say it.
And the funny thing is...
to say it wears out pretty quick.
Do you know... 60 Minutes, once in a blue moon, I swear to God, I think they decide, you know what, only one word fits here, and it's BS, and our subject said BS, and we're leaving it in there.
Yeah, I know.
Because I've heard the BS word said on 60 Minutes probably 3 times.
Been startled. Yeah.
So, I don't really, it doesn't really, I don't burn to swear.
No,
so people can hear me say the F word, but it's the other stuff, it's getting attacked by... these organizations who are organized.
Yeah.
Organizations who are organized. It's rather redundant. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
They're really organized. And they set up these sites, and they make it so easy for people to make complaints and to literally try to shape the content of terrestrial radio, which is what we call it. I don't know that the average Joe calls it terrestrial radio.
They might. You see it so often in the newspaper that way.
But, you reach a point where it's just like after the Super Bowl, for about 6 months there, you couldn't say anything without having to think about it. It was horrible.
Yep.
Now, if it ever got that way again, satellite would look really attractive.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I don't know. I don't think you can have something be free forever and ever and ever. And then ask people to pay for it and not expect it to take a long time to be profitable and for people to pay for it. And plus, radio, radio's great. I love radio. It's so local. It's so immediate. You can really... television, for example, now they've proven in the last 7 or 8 years, how quick they can be on the scene, with these satellite uplinks. They can be showing you a car chase in no time.
Yeah, they're on top of news. Right, the minute an airplane crashes, the bodies are still on fire, and they're there.
It's fantastic, the way they do it. And they do a good job with it. Some of them do better than others, but nonetheless, you still, when it comes to most things, take the Detroit Zoo thing, for example. Television has a real problem doing justice to a story like that, especially a local story.
Oh, yeah.
You'll never see, in the satellite world, just like cable TV and national networks, you'll never see the kind of local coverage that you can get with radio. And when you have a local story, too, even local TV has a hard time doing justice to a story like that, too, because they can't spend the minutes. When, for example, Heather Cataldo did this story on Lana Stampian and Charles Rutherford, that was like a 7-minute story, which is a lifetime in television.
Oh,
and I'm sure she had to politic just to leave what was in there. And remember when we were talking to M.L. Elric yesterday?
Yeah.
And he said, unfortunately, on Channel 4, you can't begin to do justice to this story and really tell you all I've been through. But since we have time, and that's the beauty of local terrestrial radio. I just don't think that anybody can really steal that mantle, the ability to be so local, so immediate, and to have all the time in the world to discuss certain subjects. So, then, granted, as great as that is, it doesn't seem like that much to ask $12 a month, but apparently it is. Because even if anything could have brought the big subscriptions over, it'd be Howard. But is there anything else over there? Now, I've got satellite in the car.
I don't know what else is on Sirius Radio. I don't know.
You know what I like about satellite radio is I like being able to get CNN on my radio, CNN TV.
Well, it's good
MSNBC.
for us because we're so news.
Yeah. But I'm interested in news anyway, and there are
You have a lot of that, a lot of media stuff.
There are a lot of media savvy people who are real interested in news. So I like being able to get all those TV signals in the car. That's kind of cool.
Right.
But otherwise, I find that most of those satellite stations
get to be boring. Trisha's had it for a year now, and she's starting to get bored with it.
I don't think they can really spend the money to get the kind of quality people to really do such a bang-up job of programming it or
you're still a human programming it. And the people programming it used to work in terrestrial radio.
Exactly.
So,
but a lot of them were hamstrung by the tepidness of this business, which, it's really scary here, a format like ours. And there's basically 300 songs, and not one more can be played, or else somebody will get fired.
Yeah. I'm amazed, too. I thought satellite radio pick it up everywhere. I've been shocked with that. Trish has that XM to go, it's called.
Yeah, didn't you have trouble picking it up?
Yes. We had it down the Florida Keys. Nothing. I mean, we could pick up nothing. And then we had it on the East Coast, and we finally picked up some stations, but we had to work with that antenna. And this business of, you see a commercial in the very beginning, they're running a spot with like Elton John walking through an airport, like he's listening to it.
And
it's like bull bleep. You're listening to that as you walk through an airport. What the deal is that you end up taping. You can tape up to 5 hours of programming, and then you play that back. So you can do that. But I was shocked at how tough it is in spots to pick up stuff on that damn thing. I thought it would be readily available everywhere.
Isn't it ridiculous?
Maybe it's that unit,
that people like Oprah Winfrey and Martha Stewart had to pick up another $50 million or so
like
out of
she
this
needs
new
another
technology.
Buck. Like she needs another dollar.
I know. And like
she just keeps trying to replicate herself. She just wants to keep cloning herself everywhere.
Well, that's money out of the pockets of some people who could actually do something over there that would be unique and interesting and exciting. And that's actually money taken away from probably 50 people who could do something creative out of the box.
Those people, which they probably pay $10,000.
Some unique programming, because even
give her $55 million.
Even most of the celebrities doing shows over there are just not doing anything of significance.
No.
Other than I understand, I haven't heard it, but Little Steven show.
Yeah.
He's got a garage rock show.
Right.
It's supposed to be really good. In fact, I saw the playlist one week.
It's on XM or Sirius?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I know it's on one of the two.
Yeah.
It looked really cool. But Bob Dylan has a radio show.
The rockers are all getting into radio shows.
Tom Petty has one.
They've always dabbled in it, as you know. And now...
Well, some of them love it and some of them hate it, depending on...
And some of it's another way to make a buck.
Well, most of the people, the Tom Pettys and the Bob Dylans, are not making a lot of money doing it. But some of them... I'm convinced that's the reason they're doing it, is to make a living.
Great heavens!
No doubt.
What kind of radio show is this?
And I didn't mean to spend a ton of time on satellite radio, honestly. I just heard that commercial and I couldn't help but explore this a little bit. The Oprah Martha Stewart thing is what irks me the most. Martha Stewart, I don't know how much money she took, how much she suckled out of that technology. But
quite a bit, I'm sure.
Oprah took $55 million for
Disgusting.
30 minutes. All she's promised to do is 30 minutes a week.
Yeah.
And do you know what?
Of course, she's got another channel. She's responsible for.
Having a channel in that technology is nothing.
I know.
Most of what she wants to do, because of her power, is not just take her $55 million and do whatever she does with it, but she wants an outlet for some of the important voices in her life, like Gail.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. She's still on that mission to make Gail somebody.
How big a loser is Gail that she has to lean on Oprah for jobs constantly? And why
Oprah just wants to pay her back for all that work Gail does for her.
You may be onto something there.
She wants to